everyone, DBZ Watcher here, and I'd like to welcome you all to Dragon Block Chaos. I know I've been gone as usual, but if you want to give out this server give this server a tryout. I will be here often in my free time. This is the spawn. You have a daily rewards NPC, you have a currency for material and vice versa, and then a material NPC, and then you have your DBC Saga resets. This NPC will allow you to rematch your weeklies for a cost, and then whenever you join you can talk to Mr. Astley, and they can help you with going along through the server. There is also Corin for dyes and wool, and then there's this guy for food. Now we can head on over to the first training area. So whenever you come here, I don't know why the NPC skins aren't loading properly, but you talk to Beru, and then you come over here, and you do this about 4 times over, and you pretty much do a tag quest. And I'd recommend you do this for a while until you can do enough damage and take enough damage to move onwards to the farm Saibas. The green ones have 800 HP, the blue ones have 700 HP. You have the Windmill Saibas, 1300 HP, and then you have the Barn Saibas for about 2000 HP each, maybe 2500 depending on which one. And then at the end of it all, you have the Saiba boss, who has 60,000 HP, so be ready for that. Next, we'll move on to the next area, known as Al Wahiri. Around here, you will be spending most of your grinding time at the start. After you finish beating the giant red Cybermen, you come and talk to this guy, and then you make him tell you about how to get to this guy and get quests from him. He will give you about 4 different quests, one of them a weekly, and you come down here to fight the lurkers, who come anywhere between blue or green, and they have 6,000 HP each. And then you have the deep lurkers, who have about 25,000 HP each. And then you have your bottom chompers, who have about 15,000 HP each. After you beat those NPCs, you will be able to fight their boss, Tymat, who has 70,000 HP. He is a weekly, so you can repeat him every week. And then, afterwards, you can come around to back here. You will need to collect about 32 Poppy and talk to this guy to be brought here, where you can get multiple weeklies done through this guy. You can also trade gold coins for items through this guy that are unbreakable. And then that character will just bring you back through. Over here, you have the racing NPC, so you just follow along the pattern of these blocks around the entire village, and you can get passive TP that way. Otherwise, one of the first weeklies that you are told to fight is over here, the Khufu NPC. They have 30,000 HP. And then we have the Fezzik NPC. Cut back to that whenever we get to him. Alright. So the Fezzik NPC has 150,000 HP. His rocks that he fires from a slingshot give nausea, so be careful of that. Afterwards, over here, we have Arloto, who has 20,000 HP and is a ninja that shoots loud, poisonous shuriken. Afterwards, this is the last NPC weekly you'll be able to fight through the NPCs shown before. If you need to, I would recommend right-clicking this silverfish a couple times to refresh it, just in case it won't spawn whenever you enter the room. Afterwards, you come over here to this hut and talk to Menace, who will give you all of the pyramid quests, including fighting Egyptian gods. You will first have to defeat many NPCs through here. First, teleporting NPC crystal, that'll take you to the first Egyptian god, who has 125,000 HP. And then, moving shortly on over here, yeah, the second NPC crystal, which will take you to an NPC well, it'll take you to a boss room where the boss has 250,000 HP with a 30,000 HP cat that you have to defeat before you can battle him. Afterwards, you can go through here, and then down here will take you to the last NPC crystal to take you to the final boss of Al-Wahiri, which requires you to defeat multiple 30,000 HP minions before you can fight the 500,000 HP boss. Afterwards, moving right along from Al-Wahiri, you have Harmos Pax located on Namek. At every location outside of farm, you should be able to find the coin dispensers. Most NPCs located here are just for talking. Down there, we will be there soon. Short route over here is the marketplace, and where you can also find the Harmos race, which gives twice the amount of TP as, well, training points as the one at Al-Wahiri. Over here, you can go to talk to this NPC about fighting these dinosaurs all throughout this tunnel. These guys have 30,000 HP. These ones have 45,000 HP. And then lastly, you have these guys for 70,000 HP each. And of course, the final story boss has 3 million HP and will be your biggest challenge when you are around here. after you are done, if you have 10,000 of the currency, you can trade it for a mentor drive, which becomes the new form of training. And you merely need to just find a location out in the wild that is not within a claim unless you make the claim yourself through a faction. If you ask the players around the server, they will likely give you hints on how to use them properly, as it would be a bit longer to wait here just to do an entire session with the mentor. But with the drive, you hold the drive in your hand and hold down right button to spawn them in. Right click them and you can choose to train as well as adjust your custom melee hits, which are linked to Alt 1, Alt 2, and Alt 3. Do not worry about the words, those will be fixed, and of course recall is to bring them back. Each mentor has their own properties of training, which are from Frieza, that gives you the most for damage per second and hits per second outright. Goku will be the most balanced, and Goku Black will be the most defensive based, and Piccolo will be the most ki based. Choose your mentor wisely, but most often than not, Frieza will be your go-to once you get to the end game. And every 6 hours, you can join in on a raid once you are strong enough, and you will be able to gain mastery points on your forms. Base form and Mystic do not get any mastery on this server, and the only way to get mastery is 5% of the max HP per 1 point, up to 10 points in a raid. But that 10-point raid is a powerful raid that you will more than likely not get to fight for a while, but will be entertaining to watch others as they challenge its power. If any of you have been to Zero S, then you will know how these raids work. But for now, hope you all enjoyed, and hopefully I'll be seeing more of you all next time.